So, last week we talked about Moechten, yeah? Would like or would like to. It's the first of our modal auxiliary verbs. That means it's the first time in a sentence where we will keep the helping verb, right? Helping verbs have to be specific, special words right now. This is one of them. So modal auxiliary, it stays in the sentence, okay? So, real quick, show you how this works. I would like to play soccer. We'll use that as our sentence. So as you're going through this, kind of think about this in your head so you can keep track of the parts of the sentence, and then we'll put them in order, all right? Subject, who's our sentence about? Hopefully, you're going to tell me I. What am I actually doing? What's our main verb, the action, the actual thing we're doing? What is it in this sentence? Hopefully, you're going to say to play, and we're going to label that as our main verb. Do we have another verb? Hopefully your answer is yes. And after you say yes, you're going to say this one right here, would like. Okay, Moechten, modal auxiliary, that's the word we're looking for. Helping verb. So subject, helping verb, main verb. The only thing we have left is soccer. So soccer has to be our what? Our other information. So now, we have all the parts of our sentence labeled. Now what we need to do is put them in order. And this is where it changes things up a little bit from what we're used to. All right, we're still going to go for a statement. That's still what we're going to start with. But now that we have two verbs, our main verb is going to go at the end of the sentence. So what we can do, put our little H there for our helping verb. So subject, helping verb, other information, main verb at the very end. And when we put the main verb at the very end, the thing that we need to make sure that we do, we need to make sure that that verb stays in the infinitive form. Okay? And what that means is it's the form that we start with. Before we take anything off, before we add anything back on, this is what we start with. So what's our word for to play? Our main verb to play. Okay, think about it for a second. Spielen is our word for to play. So what that means, spielen is what we start with. So that means this, the infinitive form, is spielen. We leave it alone. We don't change anything. Okay, you're telling me what the pronoun is by using the correct form of Moechten in our sentence. So let's go ahead and put this one together so you can see what it looks like when we actually have a sentence together. So first thing we're going to write, subject. Right, that also happens to be our pronoun. And since this is our pronoun, next we need our helping verb. So we need would like. So we can come up here. What form of Moechten or would like goes with ich? Find it on our chart. Moechte, so that's the word that we're going to put next. Okay, so now what? Let's go back to our word order over here. Subject, helping verb, both of those are done. Next, other information. Here we labeled soccer as our other information, so now we need our word for soccer, which hopefully if you can remember some of your vocab. Fußball is our word for soccer. So now we have subject, helping verb, other information. Now the only thing we have left is our main verb. And we went through this. Our main verb is in fact to play. Spielen is over here. We need the infinitive form, which we talked about being spielen. So all we need to do is put this at the end of the sentence. And there we go. Ich möchte Fußball spielen. Okay? Subject, helping verb, other information, main verb. So that's for a statement. Now, a question is even easier because all we need to do, and we should hopefully be used to this by now, all we're going to do, switch those two things. Just like we do in a normal sentence, right? A normal statement, subject, verb. A normal question, verb, subject. So that's the same thing that we're going to do. And then this stuff is going to stay exactly the same. So all we're doing, switching our subject and our verb, just like we're used to doing going from a statement to a question, but we just have that extra verb there at the end of the sentence. Okay? So, now let's do a question real quick. I'm just going to add on to this one. Okay. Would you like to play soccer? And we can put a little question mark there so we know that it's a question. So again, still, who is our sentence about? You. What are you doing? We're still playing. That's still the main thing in our sentence. That's still our main verb. The only other thing we have left, would, like. So these two together are our helping verb. So we still have all the exact same parts of the sentence, we just have them in a different order. So let's go ahead and put this together. First thing we start with, helping verb. So who are we talking about? You, that's our subject. So what form of Moechten, our helping verb, would like, goes with you? Möchtest. So we'll put that first. So there's our helping verb, right? Just like our word over here shows us. Next, subject. We just talked about it. Subject is you. So there's two parts. Helping verb, subject. Next, just like this sentence right here, the previous one, other information, and then our main verb. So our other information, soccer. There's our other information. And then the last thing we need is our main verb, what we're actually doing to play. Right? And we already talked about this one as well. Spielen is our word for to play. So helping verb, subject, other information, main verb. Okay? And you can use this with any main verb, playing, eating like we have in this chapter, drinking like we have in this chapter, to do. All of those words can be this main verb, so they would have to go at the end of the sentence. All right? We're going to get some practice with this, so I hope, please take notes. If you didn't take notes, go back and watch it, take notes. Okay?